Before setting up your container, go to cloudboxapp.com and navigate to the web portal, or go to app.cloudboxapp.com to get there quicker. From here, go to Inventory. Click Upload SKU Data. From here, this will allow you to upload all your inventory and SKUs, so that way when you set up a container, it can automatically be found and make the setup process easier. You can go ahead and download a CSV template, which shows all the column headers and what they do, so that way you can go ahead and upload it yourself directly to CloudBox. As you can see, this is what is downloaded. We have category, name, tracking ID, unit weight, expiration date, and description. The category is simply just what kind of product or SKU you would like to categorize it as. The name is the actual name of the SKU. The tracking ID is our version of the SKU serial. The unit weight is what the weight of one unit will be. However, most of the time you won't have that, so this will probably be blank. The expiration date is when the date of the product or SKU is set to expire. And then just a brief description in the description column. You don't have to upload all of these. The only thing that is required is the actual name. Everything else is optional. However, you don't have to use our CSV template. If you have your SKUs or inventory lists exported as a CSV from your WMS or ERP system, you can simply just drag and drop it here. Here's an example of just uploading some SKUs directly into the template that we downloaded. Go ahead and upload it, and you will now need to map it. Since we downloaded the template, it'll already be mapped for you. Just as a recap, you can always see what the information is for each SKU column header here and what it is. The only one that's required is the name. At this point, click continue, and you'll see that all your SKUs are uploaded. You're good to go. To set up a new container, attach the CloudBox label, which is either RFID or barcode, to the container you want to set up. When possible, position the label higher on the container to reduce interference from a metal scale. On the app, you can select the balance icon to enter the CloudBox link page. Click Connect to Scale if prompted for a USB connection and select OK. Scanning the container is either done through RFID, barcode, or QR code, whichever is most convenient for you and your business. Before placing the container on the scale, make sure that the scale is tiered. Make sure the container is empty, then place it on the scale and scan the CloudBox label. When you scan the container, a pop-up appears that says Container Not Found. From here, select Yes. If you are setting up a container that has a lid and you plan on doing your inventory cycle counts with the lid on, then record the raw weight of the container with the lid on. Vice versa, if you plan on doing it without the lid, then do it with the lid off. Now record the empty container weight. At this point, you will now need to assign the container a SKU. Since you already uploaded all your SKUs inventory, you can simply now search for it, or make sure that the search bar is active and the cursor is flashing with the keyboard pulled up. If the barcode of the SKU has a serial ID that you link to our tracking ID when uploading the SKU list in the very beginning, then it will find the SKU when you scan it. And it will automatically find the SKU and assign it to the container. If you're tracking your container by weight, the container is now set up. However, if you want to track the units within the container, click the Edit SKU button. Click Enable Unit Weight. From here, click Calculate using Scale. Place a couple of units within the container and let CloudBox know how many units you inserted. For lighter items, it's always best practice to weigh multiple items. Place at least 5 items within the container so that we get a more accurate average count of the inventory. Your container is now set up. If you need to go ahead and create a new SKU at this time, go ahead and click Add New SKU. From there, you can now name the container within the app, choose the expiration date if the items being stored are perishable, and select whether it should be stored within unit or weight mode. If you selected weight mode, your container is now good to go. If you selected unit mode, click Calculate using Scale. Place a couple of units within the container and let CloudBox know how many units you inserted. For lighter items, it's always best practice to weigh multiple items. Place at least 5 items within the container so that we get a more accurate average count of the inventory. Your container is now set up.